In a previous video, I mentioned The Social Dilemma documentary, which is available on Netflix. I said that social media is getting to know you better than your spouse knows you, your girlfriend, boyfriend, family member knows you. But the danger is that social media is getting to know you better than you know yourself. For decades, people have said, for us to do the introspection, for us to get to know ourselves, know thyself, right? That we have to have that talk with ourselves. To be still, not for the sake of being quiet, but for the sake of finding answers, for finding out how we talk to ourselves, to acknowledge it, to improve that talk, to recognize it. Now it becomes very vital to do that because we now have this AI, those algorithms that can predict what we want before we actually know that we're going to like it. So if I like, a very simple example, if I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles but never heard of the Power Rangers, then they already know, well, he's going to like the Power Rangers, and then they're going to feed me information, content relating to Power Rangers. And then I'm going to stay extra 5 minutes because, hey, wow, this Power Rangers looks interesting. And then from Power Rangers, then suddenly I'm feeded Thundercats, information about the Thundercats cartoon series. Like, okay, wait, let me check this out. So it's a very simple example, but social media knows exactly how to make you stay online. They will know, this person likes this and this. Okay, then we're just going to feed them now this or more of that. They have these models now. They know, okay, someone who's acting like this and this online on our platform, well, we know that that person is going to stay a bit longer if we now feed him this information or that information or this type of content. Check out this documentary, it's very interesting. But that's why it's vital to know ourselves, because if we don't know, if we don't take the time, the social media is going to manipulate us and control us like we're a puppet. Like, they pull the strings, like they're just like playing with us, and we're just moving around, and we think we act out of free will, but we don't. We are being steered, like we are being manipulated. Our behavior is changing, and we think we're in control, that we are now checking this and checking that, but no. The algorithms are smart. They know that you're going to do that and that. They, again, as I said in the previous video, they can predict your emotions, right? They know, he's now alone on Saturday night, so let's feed him now this type of information because we know that he's going to stay even longer, and they can predict then how you're going to feel next. They know you better than you know yourself. That's the dangerous thing, right? So you have to do the introspection and be mindful. Don't let your life be controlled by social media. And now we have the time to do that, right? What if VR is here? Virtual reality is here. Then it's going to get a lot worse. It's going to be very hard to then think for ourselves because we might still think we have control, but we don't. So that's why technology is fantastic, is good, advantageous, but let's not outsource not just our happiness, but also not our being. Our everything, our brains. We want to remember to calculate. We want to remember to remember. We want to know how it is to be creative, to contemplate, to reflect, right? And we don't want to outsource our happiness, our emotions. We want to be in control. We want to empower ourselves, continue to empower ourselves, take responsibility, take ownership. That's vital. So take the time to do the introspection. Know to disconnect when necessary from social media. Because if not, they know you better than you know yourself, and they will control you in a way that you are not going to be aware of. Totally unconscious you will be. Thinking that nothing is happening, but it is happening. So be open in terms of look around, be sharp, be alert, and be mindful. Get to know yourself.